Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Temple Owls offense will take the field first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Daniels. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The play action fake. He lobs one high down the left side. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. You got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Temple lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Sooners offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game record. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets it out fast. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. At the 35, he's loose. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Sooners have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. They can feel uncomfortable. They can feel that pressure. Keep getting them on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Got it near midfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The toss sweep to the right. There he goes. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fires to the wideout. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Duarte. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense in hurry-up mode. Back to pass. It's Browning. Bears the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39. Before he goes out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pucks it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Gain of 17 on the play. And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking left. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Owls will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the Covens team to knock down the return man. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Turning it on! Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. At the 35, he's got room. This defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. The give to the back. Smashes through the tackle. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can shed people off. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Back to throw, it's Browning. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Let's go! They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Shakes off the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Browning. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Using his legs, it's Daniels. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Temple will line up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the 4th quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
They're going to ride this running back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give as they work on that clock. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. We started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Got his man quickly. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll try to pop the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'll go to the ground. There he goes. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And let's just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center quarterback exchange.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Offense facing 4th down.